new year. Hope you all had a fantastic night, and hope you enjoyed your Christmas. So, again, what a wonderful world this is. And what a start we've had to the new year. Obviously, protesters who, as you can see with some of the links, these are just angry protesters who are just being a bit upset. These are rioters. Don't you know these? And the media is saying, oh, they're just angry, or they're just there's clashes with the police. They got sticks, you know, and they're waving sticks around. That is a violent person. But if that was the so-called normal people who get called far right, do you know what I mean? It's mind-boggling how the media and the government would want to curve the narrative in what goes on, you know. So, link below is some bits and pieces. Obviously, Lilly reporting on what's happening in December over where she is. Again, other links to other stuff, what's happening. The protesters in London, obviously. There was mainly two stories that I wanted to cover, and I didn't want to spoil everyone's cheerful mood from yesterday, from last night, shall I say. And it was mainly COP, not the police, COP 28, and all these countries that signed up for their environmental BS, and it is, and how they're going to be spending millions of pounds. Now, I got a question. Did we vote for this? Because I don't remember voting for Sunak, right, to be our Prime Minister. I definitely didn't vote for the Conservative Party to spend billions of our taxpayers' money to go elsewhere around the world. Who gives them the right? I think that anything that's discussed at this COP should be put to a referendum, and if it's voted on and the people of each country says yes, we should do this, then fair enough. But no one should sign up a country to do stuff what is brought forward by complete fruitcakes who are controlling, manipulative, and want to have a better life for themselves with money and not let us have the same quality of life. Because even now, the people who are looking after our health around the world, they are promoting 3D printed meat because it would be good for the environment. Okay, stick it up your arse. That's what I've got to say. Now, good thing is this is not this is not for children, so I can say certain words. But you unelected twats, who do you think you are, saying that we're going to have 3D printed meat? You are absolutely bonkers. And there's still the link of the revolution in France, how it started. Very similar circumstances where the certain elite think that they know better than everyone else, and just causing trouble. And obviously United Nations Oh, another lot of complete. Like, you can't criticise one people or one group of people for doing something and not criticise the other. You either be neutral and work for the best of both worlds, or you keep your bleeding noses and your money out of it, because you offering money, it's not yours. You just see dollar signs or a yen or whatever currency, euro, you can make money off of by offering other countries money to build hospitals, schools. Oh no, they didn't, did they? They built tunnels. And there is more wars going on now around the world than I've known for a long while, you know, and with the way things are, I think that's what they want. They want stuff like this to happen, and at the end of the day, they're the ones who could end up being in the firing line, you know, in a war, if a war does happen. And if they've got bunkers, they will not want to come up and see the world after it's all gone, because people, for those who do survive, if you know, because obviously for them coming up, they're all in the pension, like some of them are older than me. When they get up, there's still going to be people around, and they're not going to be too friendly to these political elite. So if you're going to go in your bunker, stay in there forever, and leave the world to be a better place without yours. Now, there was one thing what I saw a few days ago, and I wanted to find out more. So this guy is a chief of staff for the Dutch army, for NATO, and he put out a tweet, which is this one here. See, I'm doing the video editing myself now, so hopefully it's all worked and it's not been too much of a delay. He has said for the Dutch people to stock up, be prepared, and sorry, a bit of shaky there. Stock up and have supplies. Now, I know there's obviously on our doorstep we've got the Ukraine and Russia war. Is it there where this could come about? Which, if it does, it's going to be NATO what starts it. I'm sorry, you know, that's how I feel. Obviously, as Donald Trump once said, Rocket Man is testing his wings again, and coming up with a couple of threats, I believe, and obviously South Korea is sort of flexing its muscles to stop, to show it's not going to be just a walkover. And then you got good old China saying that he wants to take Taiwan. Obviously you got America and Iran, the Houthis. What is going on? You know, there's a lot of problems in the world at the moment, and this tweet, what this guy has done, this could anything. It could be any one of these. You know, obviously they're privy to stuff what we don't know. So I've got a receipt here. This is a newbie prepping, and this is for newbies, not for the experts, not for those who have been around for a long while. This is for people who are just starting out, and we wanted to keep it for those starting out because we will show a budget of stuff. Yes, Rich and obviously some of the other people that you've been introduced, they've got a bit of shekels, and they've gone into buying not, I wouldn't say brand names, but higher quality pieces of kit. And everyone, like, I do get people say to me, like, but you know, when we're prepping, it costs so much money. Sorry, I've got a bit of a sore throat. It can cost a bit of money, but it doesn't need to. You know, in Lidl they did some bushcraft knives, and those £9. They're quite sturdy. I'm not going to say they're the best ones to buy, but they are quite sturdy. And if you managed to get some last summer, superb. Hopefully they'll do some more coming into summer again, if we get that far. But as long as you've got something what helps, and I feel that if you hone your skills, learn how to do traps, which I will show you to do some basic traps and some snares. Now, remember, you don't want to just set a snare and just forget about it. You know, obviously, because wildlife will get caught up in it, and you don't want unnecessarily suffering for the wildlife. So practice as much as you need, and just test it on your foot. You know, learn, go out in the woods and learn like the signs where rabbits are running, and you normally can see it. Now, when we come up into the spring, I will go out and try and show you the little runways, what they have, little pathways, what they create. And this is where you would set your snares. Just practice, you know, practice fishing. Now, I know it sounds silly, but there's an art to fishing. You need patience. You know, all these skills need practice. Lighting fires, and because of the tweet what went out, or the message what went out from this army officer, I thought, let's show what just £5 can do. So I've got 2 receipts here they are. Now, one lot is for batteries and stuff like that, because don't know if you noticed, and one of the things what you probably would have is like the little lights from Christmas, and you've got AA batteries in them. Now, if you was out anywhere under a canvas and it's obviously dark, they do produce quite a lot of light, and it's not a bright light, so it's not going to be seen from miles away, but it would be enough for you to get by at night. And some of them, as long as they're not flashing and stuff like that, they do last a fair while. And there's loads of shops selling batteries, because it's just Christmas just gone. So using them lights, you could actually put in part of your bug out. It's not essential, but it would help with a bit of lighting. So there's the receipts, as you saw. I've got about the batteries what I bought, and the other one is I went to Asda, and this is not promo for Asda, but they do seem to be a bit cheaper than most of the others. And the stuff what I got from Asda, as I said, I spent £5 at Asda and £5 in Poundland, which not everything was £1. Strange that. Poundland should be £1, but these were £2, but I spent a fiver. So, and it wasn't a lot, but it was something what I thought, if someone was unemployed and they wanted to be in a prepper, the food what you buy as your supply now, if nothing happens, you can use it. Obviously, keeping batteries, they've got a shelf life of 5 to 10 years, so you can just put them aside and just write the date on the plastic box, and you can see that I bought a plastic box with that, and just put them in there and just store them. Just write the date when you bought them. I would say knock off at least 6 months, because you don't know how long they've been in the boxes in the warehouses for. So in 4 years you would start thinking about replacing them, and use the ones that you got and replace them. Stock up on water, and if anything happens, fill your bath up with water in a way you can. But that's basically it. So I thought I'd give you the heads up about this, what this guy said, and I've not really seen any other YouTube prepping community already talking about this one. So that's why I thought I'd bring this one up, because it might have gone under the radar for quite a lot of people. But it was interesting seeing this guy, and hopefully you can just start, if you're just starting off and you're concerned, with a $5 each week or every other week, and it will just slowly build up them stock levels, and it will help. Even if just food shortages are become sparse and hard to get, you've got a little supply where you can buy something a bit more, and you've got your supplies to supplement it. Now, it's not going to be a gourmet meal, you know, but if you set your traps, do a little bit of fishing, you know, there's not much meat on rabbits and pigeons and stuff like that. If you ducks, do you know what I mean? So, and remember, pigeons were a delicacy for the Romans, and the Roman Empire brought pigeons to the UK. So it was a delicacy back then. There's not much meat on them, but you know, there's loads of pigeons, and it's a start. And I'll show you some little traps where you can catch pigeons and obviously catch rabbits in the future. So this is more to start getting your stock levels. Look at your stock levels. Do they need replenishing? And just be positive. Don't have a negative attitude to, oh, it's doom and gloom, we're not going to survive, or when it happens it's like, we're all going to die, you know, the world is nigh. If you've got past the first 3 months, then you've done a lot better than most, you know. And in them 3 months, because you're going to be lighting fires, you're going to be doing stuff, you would hone your skills very quickly. Just have patience, a positive attitude, and you'd be surprised what you can actually achieve. And from that, if you liked the or if you enjoyed me waffle on, hit the I think it's that way, I always get confused, the bell button, like, subscribe, pass it on to friends if you just think it's to have a laugh and saying, oh, look at this fruitcake, you know, it's one of those tinfoil hats. Ooh, I haven't got it on, but you know, it does help with the algorithms, another word what I can barely say, and you know, leave a comment below if you've got any suggestions about bits and pieces. Now, and have a happy new year. It's been an interesting year for me. Hopefully it's been interesting for you, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll go into another year where there's just some turmoil, nothing major, we can all, you know, get into our own beds at night and go on. So once again, happy new year, and hope you have a good one. Keep your skills up, keep practicing, and I'll see you for the next one. Good night.